All right. We're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a ninth innings, late in the ninth, change up. So we've got Johnny.
Hello.
So Jai and I initially recorded the first official podcast ever in the car ride to Ballarat, but unfortunately the audio was horrendous. So we're here and Clint is back at Fat Camp. His coach wasn't happy with him, so he's had to go back to Fat Camp. So bit of a late change, but doesn't matter. So today we are giving away, what are we giving away? We're giving away Army Worm Battle Pack. 2 Army Worm Battle Packs and 1 set of earpods. So is that 3 prizes? Okay, so 3 prizes.
That's exciting.
Now, as always, Kira's gonna select the best question. So that'll win the Army Worm Battle Pack. To win another Army Worm Battle Pack, what are we gonna do, Jai? Good from Jai. And
I was going to suggest someone post a photo of their grub damage, but
yeah,
could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to facilitate that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's
we'll
an
think
idea
about it. Maybe what we can do. Okay, so and this isn't my laptop. Like I said, we've come in the 9th inning, so where is the meta? So all right. So if you go to the most recent Lawnhub post on Facebook and you upload a photo of your grub damage, we'll select one from there and you'll get a Army Worm Battle Pack. To win the AirPods, what you're going to need to do is go to our most recent video on YouTube on how to calibrate a sprayer and comment roots. All right?
Just that.
The criteria has been set. Kira, you got the criteria? Yes, and also if you are commenting on YouTube, comment or get in contact with either Jai or myself via adam@lawnhub.com.au or jai.warner@lawnhub.com.au because the AirPod winner from last week, we still haven't been able to make contact with, but we're going to hold them there for a little while longer. I can't hear anything in these headphones. Sorry.
I've still got volume in mine. So
You've still got volume in yours. So, Jai, what's been happening, mate?
Just been busy.
It's been busy?
Busy.
Busy packing a Celiprin.
A Celiprin. All day Wednesday, that's all I did.
Yep.
Was pack a Celiprin.
So as a lot of you are probably aware, the East Coast at the moment, riddled with army worm. So if you're struggling with army worm, you're not the only one. Army worm it's like a caterpillar that is destructive on your lawns. It'll eat all the green material, it'll eat all the good stuff that your lawn has on top. No, I can't hear a single thing.
If you're ever unsure, just send some photos through.
Yeah, and
it'll
it'll absolutely decimate your lawn. So
within a week, you'll have no lawn pretty much. I've seen some horrendous photos and it's not good.
I was talking to Ervo at the barbecue and he said that, when he had army worm, his lawn was gone within 24 hours. So it can be pretty destructive. And I don't know where this has come from, but we have had so many comments and messages say that a Celiprin doesn't kill armyworm. I can 100% confirm it does kill armyworm. So I've got a bottle here.
Where'd you get that from?
Just one I prepared earlier. And this is direct from the label here, the product label. For the control of turf pests, including, get ready for this, lawn armyworm. So it's the first pest. So just wanted to put that one to bed because for some reason I don't know where that's come from.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It comes from everywhere though.
Yeah.
Hey?
Unfortunately, if you read, if you read the label, it says if you are applying a celeprant, whether that's liquid or the granular version, you need to apply it to the leaf and leave it on there for 24 hours before watering in. But if you do have something like bifenthrin already in the shed, but you don't have a celeprant, you can use bifenthrin as well. It's just not residual. It's just a spray on contact. So Butcher Pete's on Instagram. Would grubs attract cockies? Potentially, but if you have kikuyu, the cockies love kikuyu because it's high in the sugars, the carbohydrates that the cockies absolutely love. That's probably where a lot of the cockies are attracted to is that green leaf material. But if you do have lots of grubs, they could also be picking through the soil for that as well. But yeah. So if you're struggling with armyworm at the moment, a celeprant. So quick fact, 100 ml of a celeprant is going to cover the same amount of area as a 10 kilo bag of a celeprant. And this 100 ml bottle comes in at about, what is it, $40 cheaper than a bag of a celeprant. So, but if you're a granular person, I like to apply a celeprant via granule. Yeah, that's the difference between those two products is they'll go the exact same distance, 100 ml and a 10 kilo. But if treating for armyworm, the full rate of a celeprant halves. So it's 1.5 kilos per 100 squares for grubs, and it's 750 grams per 100 squares for armyworms. So and then 15 mil or 15 mil or 7.5 mil. Quick maths. Yeah, I'm still not getting anything, eh? Let's play with some chords, eh? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I got it.
oh, has it got tape on it?
That's got tape on it.
Oh no,
That's
you've run it over with your chair, haven't you?
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's not. I don't usually sit here, so.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah. So our celeprant sales going through the roof, and we have plenty of stock. We have plenty of stock still coming as well. So make sure if you're struggling, reach out to us and we'll sort you out. We've got a comment coming here through from Kira, which is good. Something else that's worth considering is barricade pre-emergence. So today, if we're following our calendars, today's the day that would be looking to get our pre-emergence down. So this is going to be 6 months protection. It's not going to kill the existing weeds, but it's going to prevent future weeds such as winter grass from occurring or popping up in your lawn. I've spoken about it multiple times on the weekly cut, but it'll probably be this week's topic again, and I'll probably go into a bit more detail. Obviously, Clint sent the email out about armyworm, so, and he's right. If it's on the news, it must be pretty bad because not usually the lawn care industry ends up
on the news,
especially the home lawns. So here we go. Shannon Kogan on Instagram. My rye lawn got a fungus type condition and brown spots. I fixed it up with fungicide. Due to being rye, do I need to reseed the entire dead area? Should I top dress over it with sand or soil? That's some classic dyslexia there. It was soil or sand, not sand or soil. Anyway, Shannon, yes, absolutely. So depending on how big the area is, there are some cultivars that will tiller out and move into the area a lot quicker. But if you want to speed the process up, then absolutely you want to reseed those areas. We spoke about it before, but remove the dead material first. Put some fresh, rake around the fresh soil there. Lay the seed. And then, yeah, if you want to top dress with some soil or sand, absolutely, I'd recommend that. And then just keep water on it in that area you just don't want it to go dry, but you don't want it to be soaking. You just want it to be consistently damp for that first 7 to 10 days. And then once you start to see germination, you can back the water off a little bit and you'll start to see some good recovery in that area. Beautiful thing about rye is it comes up real quickly. But unfortunately, the downside to it is that it can go really quickly as well. Yeah. So, and on that, a fungicide, do you know if it's a systemic one, so it's going to stay as like a preventative as well. If you don't know if it is, just let us know what fungicide it is, and we'll be able to work it out from there. But yeah, got plenty of fungicides in stock as well, don't we, Jai? Plenty.
I know a bit about rye.
Yeah, Jai just killed his rye.
Just got rid of that. Sanarano in the front.
The OG. The OG goat.
And then kike out the back.
For the kids and the dog.
Greyhound destroyed the rye.
Yeah.
We love that.
They do. So we got Steve Ray on Facebook. Hey guys, I laid Tiff Tough 2 weeks ago. I spread out the fertilizer that comes with the turf before laying and gave it a spray of roots and shoots as well on the first day. Beautiful. I'm currently watering, I'm assuming that's supposed to say 2 times a day due to living in central Victoria. When would you suggest giving it a feed of Trojan, or what should I use next to help it grow? Well, if you use the fertilizer that come with it, that's probably going to feed for 6 to 8 weeks. If you find after that 6 to 8 week period you're still struggling with maybe some turf is not rooted down properly, I'd look at some got laid, which is higher in phosphorus and potassium, which is perfect for establishing new lawns. And I would almost hit that roots and shoots again in probably 4 to 5 weeks as well, just to help relieve a bit of stress, bit of root growth and a bit of shoot growth. But yeah, if the turf's completely rooted down and it's looking killer, going into the winter period or the cooler period, can't say the W word just yet. It's still warm. I'd look at premature. It's a bit lower in nitrogen. It's a bit higher in potassium, and it's a lot higher in iron, so it will help that green color. And we spoke about it last week where we find that when you fertilize with just a standard fertilizer, once it starts to get cold, the color drops off real quickly, but the curve when we use premature in the packs, part of the plan, it just holds color for a lot longer. And we had some commercial clients that actually didn't see any discoloration in his commercial lawn. So premature if it's all rooted down. That was a mouthful. Whew. Sorry. It's been a big day. Been at Railways at
cooking barbecues.
Yeah, times I get there, 6:45. Man, that's a big drive from Gawler. Oh, goodness. Start again. All right. Patrick on Facebook. Hi from Esperance, Western Australia. It'd be so nice there.
It's a bit too hot.
Patrick, do you go fishing? Please tell me you're a fisherman in Esperance.
Send us a message, please.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a chat with you.
Yeah. How long after a mini reno, light scarifier, core aeration, and light top dress would you apply pre-emergent? Now. You can apply it right now. So long as the lawn is like healthy when you did the reno, and you have good root structure. What I'd typically do in renovation in springtime is I'd tee up my reno and apply pre-emergent at the same time. So it's completely fine to do that. Oh, hey. So we've had this thing for the past few weeks, Joe. I don't know if you've rewatched it.
Nah, I haven't. I've watched the first 3, I reckon. I just haven't had time.
Excuse me. Where we have people say like, I'm from New South fucking Wales.
Oh,
so we've got
dad kissing country.
Yeah. Get it. But yeah, so we got another one. New South fucking Wales. Black Margin. Black Margin. Where's he from, Kira? And like what social? Facebook. His name's Blake. Oh, it's just a spelling error. Not my dyslexia this time. And Jai, just so you know, when we have a TikTok question, we've got to look at that. We've got to look at the phone. All right.
Whose phone's that?
Yeah, super secret.
If it was yours, it would be pink, but it's red.
We love you, Dylan. All right, let me start again. All right. Blake.
Sorry.
From Facebook, New South fucking Wales. Hey guys, when doing a reno on buffalo lawn, Should you do a hard scalp or light scarify or a combination of both? Tuning in from New South fucking Wales. Well, Blake, this is one of the, like this, you know, what is it?
There's a lot of buffalo lawns that just sit on top, and there's a lot that are really spongy.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
How many wonders are there of the world? 7 wonders of the world?
8 if you include Clint.
Well, you can add buffalo and how to scalp it. Yeah. That's another wonder of the world. Look, I've had mates, and Darren from Jeffries, he may be watching this right now. He scalped his lawn back to dirt, and he had buffalo, and it came back. I don't recommend that because I don't want the responsibility of having a phone call saying, you told me to scalp it to dirt, now I've got no lawn. So people have had success doing it. I know Brenton from the Aussie Lawn on YouTube, he's scalped his his mate's buffalo back to dirt. But for me, when we did the renovation of buffalo at Railways, it was just a scarify, a light scalp, just enough to remove, as Jai said, all the sponginess, all the thatch, all the dead material. And then I leave it at that personally. But you do what you wish. Suda.
Just reach out if you need help with it. We'll let you know.
Daryl Suda from Facebook. We know Daryl Suda very well. What's the largest container of Trojan you can buy? Can you get it in a 25 kilo bag? You can get it in a 25 kilo bag at our resellers only. So if you go onto the Lawnhub website and you go to stockers, it'll bring, depending on your location, and if you have your location settings on, it'll come up to your nearest location. You can give that shop a call and see if they've got any in stock. Otherwise, who's taken stock? Jai, we've had Waterpro, Dry Creek, Kent Town Railways, Malvern Irrigation in Victoria,
Sunshine Coast Mowers, maybe.
Yeah, best to give them a call. Otherwise, Daryl, if you want to buy a bulker bag, send me a message. So bulker bag is 1 ton. So I can do 1 ton bags if anyone out there is interested.
Just make sure you have a forklift on the other end.
Yeah, you just might need a forklift. Or we could probably organise a crane truck. But yeah, that freight cost would not be from our end. That'd be would have to unfortunately passed on to the end buyer. But hey, I could get a semi. If you want a semi of fertilizer, I could do a semi, Daryl. Whatever you want, mate. I can sort it out. We can sort it out. Angus McGregor. Now, Angus McGregor won the spray pack, didn't he, Kira? He did.
He did.
He did. Hello, Angus. Hopefully you are doing very well. Gents, talk to us about the posted concept on hydro seeding. Sounds really interesting. Believe it or not, Angus, neither Joe or myself posted that. That was Dylan.
Dylan, you're up.
Yep. Dylan, you're up.
What do you want to know?
So hydro seeding, for those that don't know, is a concept where you blend seed with typically like some form of biodegradable mulch. So like, I suppose in simple language, it's like toilet paper, but it's not toilet paper. It's like toilet paper in the fact that it can go mushy. I've been told mushy's not a word.
Moisture.
Is mushy a word?
It is.
100% mushy is a word, right?
Mushy.
Yeah, mushy.
Yeah, mushy.
People in like America right now, what's mushy?
Hello.
There's a ghost. So basically what it does is it gets blended in a tank. So sort of like a big blenders type tank. So you put these and they come in big cubes of these, like, I'm going to call them toilet paper cubes, but they're not toilet paper cubes. Don't roast me in the comments or in the watch back or whatever. So typically they're used with a cool season grass like a fescue or a rye or a Kentucky bluegrass. And it's also the toilet paper squares go in, the seed goes in and it gets mulched together. And then on the other end, there's a big sort of like a fire hydrant hose type thing, and it gets sprayed out over the area. What that does is like Jai said, the toilet paper material holds moisture. It also sticks to whatever it's being applied to. So if it's like to a bank, to avoid erosion.
And birds as well.
And birds and stuff like that. So, and in turn, essentially what it means is that you need less, you'll require less water to keep it damp, but you still need water. You can't just put it out and hope to God that it that it stays wet, which it won't. And it's typically done, like I said, in erosion areas. So like on the bases of a hill, or if you have a highway and it suddenly drops off, it'll be done all through there. It's done a lot up the Riverland here in South Australia, typically because if you have a riverfront shack, which aren't really shacks, they're more like mansions, but
Yeah.
and you don't want to, for example, I don't want to generalize it, but you're looking at about 1,000 square meters of turf. If you
It's
want
expensive.
yeah, if you want to do 1,000 square meters of turf, even from a turf farm at a discount for kike, for example, you're still probably looking about $10 to $11 per square, plus GST. So and you might get a free delivery for that. Don't keep them to it.
About 13 grand.
Yeah, so it's a lot of money. Whereas a hydro seeding activity is going to be considerably less. The most, I suppose, expensive part is I haven't looked into it, but where your bulky money you want to spend is getting a good cultivar of seed. That's probably the biggest research. So, and again, I've never done this before, but I'm assuming there's going to be like different packages where there's like an elite level where you've got premium cultivars of rye, or if you're just looking for a ground cover that you're not really going to care about, I'm assuming there's going to be a cheaper option. But if you're looking at seriously doing it, before anything, sort your irrigation out, because you don't want to be dragging around a pop-up, a dome sprinkler around a large area. And it's also something that can be replicated in the home setting if you have the right equipment. But if you have a large area, it's probably best to call in the professionals. But it's really good, that article, and well done, Dylan.
No dramas.
I went out to
We have this bloody $15,000 soundboard. No, the clapping one. Yeah, there we go. Well done, Dylan. Everyone get in the comments, say well done, Dylan.
I went out to a winery that had it done recently, and he had it done in November, and it was actually looking pretty good. Like, there was some spots that were thin, but because it was a rye and a kaiku.
Yep.
But it was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
It was 15 or 1,600 square meters.
Yep.
So the quote that they got for rollout was about $16,000.
Yeah.
Where this was about $3.5 grand from memory.
Yeah. So what's that? A third? A quarter
of the cost. Yeah.
A quarter of the cost. So, and then if you're, and I know we've been caught on this one for a while, but it's a really interesting topic. And if you're sort of, just say, for example, we've got some pricing there from Jai. So was it 16 grand?
16 grand, yeah.
For turf. That's just for turf. And say you had a budget of 5 grand. That's well out. But the hydro seeding came in at 3 grand.
Yeah,
that leaves you $1,000 for irrigation, or $2,000 on irrigation. And for 1,600 square meters, for $2,000, you're going to get some kick-ass system that you're going to be able to tap into while you're overseas on holiday.
Let's just say he spent double that on irrigation.
Did he? He went full out, did he?
Full out.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Golf course set up.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then you pay him $400 or $500 a row.
Dam.
Yeah.
He's got a dam.
Yeah.
So.
But if you're at home and you have mains water, you can really get a cost effective system for well under 2 grand. But
we've spoke about it before.
Yeah.
It's a really serious thing to get in.
Because before Jai started at Lawnhub, we used to work at a supermarket chain, and Jai's like, I'm looking to do my backyard. And what was the first thing?
Help me out?
What was the first thing I said to you?
You're gonna get irrigation? And I said, no, I'm gonna hand water it. He slapped me through the phone.
Now, granted, he's my mate and he got a little bit of discount, but it wasn't much. Now that he's working here, he knows now what staff pricing is versus trade pricing and that, or even retail for that matter. How much did it cost, Jai, to do your 70 squares out the back?
I can't remember. It was
It was-
roughly about 400,
Well-
500.
That was with the controller.
Yes, yeah.
If you didn't go the controller,
Would have been less.
it was about $250.
Yeah. It was really worth it.
And Jai spent more on a night out at Red Square,
Yeah.
which is now closed.
It was,
Yeah. Oh, no, it's closing this Saturday. Last set.
We're going to
So
go up.
You can, mate.
Nah,
I got no hair to go anymore. They won't let me in.
Heard to be in bed by 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, hydro seeding. Wow.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that. Shayna. Shayna Mania. Is that how you say it, Kira? Shayna Mania on Instagram. Sorry, I'm terrible. As Clint says, I have a Gawler education. So we have 2 golden retrievers and the lawn is buffalo. I've tried overwatering it. It's kind of working, but very slow. Any suggestion would be appreciated.
It's a tough one because you got the dogs.
Yeah, tough one with the dogs. I mean,
Is it one area that's
Yeah.
affected? If it's one area,
you could probably
Yeah.
with like roots and shoots and a watering can like Clint does. But if it's the whole lawn, I suppose we'd like to know more. Is there trees? Is it the dogs? Like if it's a mixture of shade and trees, then it's going to be an issue. If it's just the dogs, then we can work around that. Yeah, if you could just if we could find out more information, that'd be wicked. Otherwise, like I said before, adam@lawnhub.com.au, jai.warner@lawnhub.com.au if you want to send photos through and stuff.
if it's like straight off of a concrete area, like a patio or a fresco, try and keep off that area as much as possible because there is a lot of problems with that. If people are walking on it, the dog's just going there to go for a wee. Yeah, try and avoid that area if it is that area. But yeah, just reach out if you need help.
Scott Taylor on Facebook. Has Clint looked any further into the Scott's Whiz battery-operated fertilizer spreader? Well, Scott, I got a funny story about Scott's. So about 12 months ago, I reached out to Scott, said, "Hey guys, I want to stock your spreaders," and they were not very nice to me.
Why is that?
I don't know. But so the short answer to that is unfortunately not at this point in time. But we're always on the lookout. We got some custom made spreaders designed. They had black and orange handles with the Lawnhub logo. And they look really nice. And they would have fit in a box and it would have been all nice. But we had to buy a shipping container worth.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Maybe in a few years' time.
Yeah. So short answer is no. Long answer is we've got a lot of things going on in the background, and a fertilizer spreader is not something we've forgotten about, but it is something that's definitely there. We also looked at Earthway spreaders. The trouble is a lot of these spreaders come in generally a big box. So if it's a carton of 12 spreaders will come in one box, and that becomes really difficult when it comes to shipping because then we have to either find a box from a box manufacturer that will fit the box, fit the spreader, which I know doesn't sound like much, but like if we want a cost-effective spreader, say for $30, but then we got to spend.
It's the logistics behind it all.
Yeah, the logistics behind it as well. So, and at the same time, we don't want to be selling someone a spreader for say $40 when you can go down the road and get it for $25 or $30. Like, it's in the pipeline. We 100% want to get a spreader. We just need one that is going to be useful and most effective
And cool. It's got to be cool.
Yeah, like our black NSFW bottles. They're cool.
They're pretty cool.
They're very cool. All right. Oh my goodness. Got to stop getting stuck on
Hydro seeding.
everything. All right. GYO Empire on YouTube. G'day, lads. I found a slug on my lawn this morning after a heap of rain. Is slugs having a stroll through the lawn a worry? I don't believe so. Unless you find that there's hundreds and hundreds of them, then I'd sort of find out why. And it's typically because there's laying water around or a lot of moisture. But I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Nick Smedley on YouTube, looking for advice to eliminate crow's foot. I've painted affected areas twice with Surefire Weed Pro Bio Aqua 360 Glypho over 3 days. However, it doesn't seem to have worked. All right, Nick. And look down the barrel of the camera here. It looks like that crow's foot's built up a tolerance to chemical. Because if Glypho's not knocking it, and we're finding that, and I've spoken about this before, but we're finding that a lot of weeds are building up a resistance to chemicals, and that's really, really quite concerning because it means that we need either different chemicals, which is fine, but if they're building up a resistance, then we need to sort of change our practices and what we do. So for crow's foot, typically once it starts to get cold, that'll start to wilter out. And that's when you want to get on the pre-emergent program, because I'm not going to open this label because it's not being purchased by anyone, and I want everyone else that purchases these products to have that. Excuse me.
It's satisfying.
Yeah, the satisfying peel back, which is located, where is it? Here. Where is it? There it is. There. So you peel here. Anyway, get on the pre-emergent train because that will prevent the crow's foot from coming up in the summertime or the springtime, summertime. Yeah, if it's built up chemical resistance, I'll just pull as much you can by hand. I know that sounds so enthusiastically fun, but unfortunately, it's built up the chemical resistance. Pre-emergent train, it is. Chris Lenner on Facebook. All right. Hey guys, I'm in Traralgon, Victoria. I hope I've said that right. I have a patch of kike lawn, about 15 square meters. That is low. Oh, Kiri, you just unloved it and moved it. It's Dylan. Okay. And has a heap of paspalum growing in it. I'm thinking of removing this section and putting down kike turf. Do you think I can dig it out and level it all before laying, or should I spray with a non-selective herbicide and prep it all? Well, yeah, for 15 squares, and if you're happy to go through all of that, I'll just non-selective spray the whole area. Bring some turf in, level it all out, and put kike on top. That's probably going to be the quickest and the easiest way of doing it. Luke Birmingham on Facebook. Hey guys, I have kikuyu. How often should you use growth regulator, and what are the benefits? Cheers. Bremo from New South fucking Wales. Bremo. He's been active, hasn't he, Kira? He's been in it a lot, so we appreciate you. Oh, Burmo, not Bremo. Burmo. That's my dyslexia. I'm so tired today. Okay, so how often? So I'm going to get real nerdy here, and I might stuff up a few of the terminology, but I'm going to try my best. So if you go onto the Syngenta website, there is a thing called the GDD calculator, Growing Degree Day Calculator. Now, you set up a free account and you type in your address, and what that will do is that will use the weather to then determine how frequently you apply PGR. So it'll ask for a number. I typically go 200 as the GDD because that's just you can obviously make it less, you can make it higher, but 200 is sort of that safe range. Because when you use plant growth regulator, you do not want to let it go out of regulation because it will literally go berserk with growth. So in the heat of summer, and you've got a 200-degree number set, you're probably looking at applying every 3 to 4 weeks. But when the weather's cooler, it extends out. But the best thing about this GDD calculator, after you set up for an account, you'll get an email. Your threshold is at 85%. Your threshold is at 90%. Your threshold is at 95%. Apply now. So it's really important that if you are going to get on the regulator train like the rest of us, don't let it come out of regulation. But in the short, like in summary, I'm tired. in summary, just follow that. Use 200 as a number, and the benefits of this. Where I need a whiteboard so I can use my drawing. So basically, Kaiku. All right, that's the thick runner, and then you'll have these nodules, which are the leaves that grow out. All right. So just say that's a runner of Kaiku, and you've got 3 leaves each side. All right. After the use of growth regulator, you might then start to have 8 leaves each side. So the nodules come closer together, and it becomes a real tight knit surface, and it's really appealing. One of the key things to remember is the first time you ever use PGR or the first time for the season, apply at either a quarter or a half of the full rate. So I think off from memory, Kaiku rates like 21 to 47 mils of growth regulator per 100 squares. So you'd go on the lower end for that first application and tie it in with a iron application like Money Shot. So Trinexapac, which is what is in plant growth regulator, and Money Shot are completely safe to mix together. So the reason for that is because Kaiku especially, the first time I applied it at my old man's place, the lawn literally went grey because it's just the way that plant growth regulator works on the turf is it really sends a full 180 into what the plant's doing. So it's a real shock to the system. So that's one thing to consider. But then remember, it's going to bounce back. It's kike. But that happens with all turf varieties. I believe Kentucky bluegrass is the worst for it in terms of changing colour, to the point where I think some labels say don't use on Kentucky bluegrass as damage may occur. So, but kike's fine.
How would you wean it off plant growth regulator?
Just don't use it.
Yeah, but like when you're saying don't use it, would it just go?
Yeah, so my green, for the first time my green ever came out of regulation. So I think I'd used regulator for about 4 or 5 months, and I was cutting it like 3 or 4 mil. I come home and it was at 7 mil.
After how long?
A day.
A day.
A day.
Is there a point where you should stop using it after a certain amount of time? Or
so what will happen generally is in the cooler months, the lawn won't grow. So it may come out of regulation in the cooler months, but the idea is that you only apply it to when it's in season. So for kike, during spring and summer and into autumn, but not during winter because you're not going to see the benefits of it because it's not going to be growing as much. So if you're on a proper regulator program, it would typically phase out winter anyway. But then typically your turf is so tight and it will just manicured by then is that it'll go and it will be healthy, so it will go into the winter time a lot healthier as well. So there are added benefits as well. If you read the tech sheets, I think it's up to 55% less, 55 to 70% less clippings, and 35 to 50% less water usage.
Wow.
Yeah. That'd be pretty.
That's pretty.
Remember
good.
how we were talking the other day, like my memory? Like I wonder how close that is. If anyone can read the Trinexapac or Primo Max label and just get in the comments because I want to see how close I was. Or I could be wrong. All right. Just your average lawn on Instagram. Hi, I'm from Druin. Is that how you say it? Druin, Victoria. I'm growing my front lawn from seed, a blend of rye and cooch. It's about it about 6 to 7 old. When can I use pre-emergent? 6 or 7 months, 6 or 7 weeks.
I would guess days.
Yeah.
Because he would have weeds coming up.
Yeah. Look, for pre-emergent, the turf needs to be down for at least 6 months. I think it's at least 6 or 12 months. 6 months at least. But if I would almost just let this winter go through, deal with the weeds, because you can always deal with weeds afterwards. But pre-emergent, not to be used on new lawns, not to be used on seeded lawns until that turf has been established for at least 6 months. Distiller Chris on Facebook. First time using your Trojan a few weeks ago. Very impressive results. We'll be back for more. Love to hear it, Chris.
It's good.
Don't we?
We love it.
We love it. We've sold a lot this year, so it's great to see that you've seen the good results, as have tens of thousands of other Australians. So it's really good. That it keeps firing on. It is a good product. I use it for the first time on my front lawn. I did a reno 2 weeks ago, and I've had some really, really rapid response. So that's really good. Christian Ritchie on Facebook. G'day. Is it too late in the season to do a mini reno? I live in Moama. Let's see where that is. Moama. New South Wales, by the river. Well, considering that your weather today's 34 and 29 and then 27, I'd say go for it. Actually, let's check the forecast.
Then it's like 19.
Yeah, nah, it's
hot.
You've still got very good growing conditions. And one thing to sort of remember as well, it's the same thing at springtime when you're looking to do a reno. If your daytime temperatures and your nighttime temperatures are still, if you say
Add them together.
That's the word I was looking for.
35.
35 to 36 degrees, you still got plenty, you got soil temps that are well enough to be able to
but get it done.
Yeah,
But
sorry.
Get it done. Don't go thinking about doing it. Just
do it.
Just do it.
We've got so many questions. I've got to keep going through them. All right. David Rossi on YouTube. Is there any advantage to the solid boom other than stopping the plastic one bending?
Brass wand.
The brass one. Yeah. I personally, I think it comes out a bit quicker, so you got more pressure.
And then the risk of it snapping and damaging.
Yeah, and the longevity of it. And just say you have a solo sprayer that, for whatever reason, craps a bed and you don't want to then use it again. As long as that thread, the handle thread's 3/8 of an inch, you can use it on any sprayer as long as the handle's the 3/8 of an inch thread. And I really like it because, like Jai said, it's solid. It longevity. You can mistreat it a bit more.
Yeah.
And I like it. Daniel Pittman. Daniel Pittman is very active on Facebook. I think Daniel actually commented on one of our posts this morning, so thank you, Daniel.
I may have went to his house last night.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Daniel Pittman.
He wasn't there.
Wasn't
he works for Coles.
Nah, we won't judge him on that. Yeah, Jai just rocks up to customers' houses, so if you get
watch out. I'll be there.
Yeah, if you got a weird bloke just laying on your lawn,
having a beer.
Don't call the police. Just
admire it.
Just turn the sprinklers on. No, get rid of him. I have a friend that used white sugar as for thoughts.
What is he feeding ants or
that's the first thing I thought of. Daniel, I'm going to be honest, man. I've never heard of that before. I wouldn't say it'd be sustainable. I don't think you'd get much value in terms of nutrition from it. I'm not sure what it does to the soil. But hey, if it works, it ain't stupid, right?
That's it.
but it's not something I've tried, so I can't comment too much on that. Sorry, Daniel. Rob Johns on Facebook. Remember Crazy Johns?
Don't.
Rob Johns on Facebook. You can take this one. You've been dealing a lot with fungus lately. Questions. Hi guys. First of all, thanks. Your products are great and has kept my lawn top notch over the year and a half. We love to hear it, Rob. I've recently had issues with my Empire Zoysia, which Dylan, you're gonna get smacked.
Oh, big smack.
I'm trying to follow the line with my mouse, and you keep. Yeah, you're a bit premature. Nah, it's not premature if you mean it in the right jai. Which I thought was fungal due to all the rain and heat in southeast Queensland.
I was about to say he lives in Queensland.
I've just worked out yesterday that it's mealybugs doing damage and products you sell. Any products you sell to get rid of these before they destroy my lawn. Let me just...
Mealybugs are slaters.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Those little grey rolly things that you flick as a kid.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say.
Well, you probably ate them, but... You know.
Yeah, I think we both ate them. Because Jai and I grew up together, so...
One for me, one for you. Was that right?
Oh, no. What the hell was that?
Mealybug. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not a slater.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that's a slater.
I'm just having a look at some more photos. Oh, there's 2,000 described species.
Okay. Yeah, it's a slater.
I've not really known, unless you've got a different... but I'm thinking something like bifenthrin will knock them.
Yeah.
So Surefire 5-star. If...
Have you treated the fungal? Hope so.
Well, no, he said he thought it was fungal, but
okay.
he soon found to find that it's the mealybugs. Slaters. Yeah, bifenthrin, which is 5-star, or if you've got or if you've already got some Tirum as well. I don't know, Rob, what you've got in your shed, but yeah, either Tirum or Surefire 5-star, which is bifenthrin.
He must have a lot of them.
Yeah. Hey Easy on Instagram. Hey Easy. Hey lads.
No one's laughing.
There's people at home. Got a bad case of grey leaf spot in a small buffalo lawn. Come on strung after the last dose of Trojan. Any advice on how to tackle? Small lawn, Johnny.
You got this one.
Impala or
small
Indigo.
lawn.
Yeah, small lawn. Indigo Tombstone, which is dual systemic, and so is Impala.
If you use one season, use the other one.
Correct.
Next season,
yeah,
because they'll build up tolerance.
Yeah, that's also something to consider. You can also get on and I think in southeast Queensland or just North Queensland or that whole east coast could probably do with some form of fungicide program. So I might have to write something, which
there's a lot of problems of it lately. And then, we've seen the fungal problems because I remember that was selling crazy. And then we're like, all right, they're dealing with that. And then armyworm.
And then armyworm, bang.
Like, damn.
Which if I write a fungicide program, you won't have to pay for it. It'll be free. Free. So, free. All right. Quinnen on TikTok.
Oh, Quinnen.
Man, we got...
Don't start.
Those that know. Quinnen. All right. How do I help getting the same grass consistently through my lawn? I seem to have 2 or 3 types of grass, buffalo being most dominant. Just keep fertilizing it, Quinnen, because what you'll find is the most dominant lawn variety will take over. So just keep fertilizing it, keep watering it. Something like, if you're going to use Trojan, probably like the wet college pack.
Or dry college.
Dry college pack. Lawn care essentials pack. Something like that. Just something with Trojan and the liquids.
Jonesy, would you mind doing the TikTok ones?
All of them? Yeah, we can do that. Thanks, Quinnen. Bazza the Boomer. How you going, Baz? I'm just going to quickly get through the TikTok ones. How much is too much water for your kite? Look, in an average setting, your typical setting, you're looking at about 25 mils per week. So that's an inch of water. Typically done that over 2 watering cycles or 3, depending on your situation. So any more than that is probably too much. And that's really that's generalizing it a lot. Okay, TikTok. Alicia, Tiffany, Jade, Chaffee. That's Alicia. Hello, Alicia. Sorry, got to look over here.
TikTok.
It's Jonesy's irrigation.
I love that video.
Yeah. Jai said he watched that video about
6 times.
Straight with the kids too. How are you, Alicia? Hope you're well. Hope you're working hard. If not, just keep listening to us. All right, TikTok. Jesus, some here. TikTok, not Jimmy.
Who is it then?
It's not Jimmy.
Okay.
Saltburn, is that a good thing to do to soil fertilize it? What's saltburn? Let's Google it. Oh no, saltburn is that freaking movie that's going to come up.
Don't search on my computer.
Yeah. Jaron, if we get blocked, it's all
it's Dylan's fault.
Saltburn.
Saltburn.
Salt, maybe? Or is saltburn an element? What is it? Yeah, just come up with the film. Sorry.
Not Jimmy.
Sorry, not Jimmy. I'm not. Unless like I'm that tired and I can't.
Saltburn. Okay.
TikTok bootleg. How you going, bootleg? Might be the greatest podcast ever created. What, ours? Bloody oath. Well, I'm gonna do one of those shameless plugs. If you're listening to us on Apple Music or what is it, Apple Podcast, rate us 5 stars. If you're on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. If you're watching this on YouTube, like it, subscribe it, and comment, boost the algorithm. And share with your mates, because we literally talk shit for 2 hours on a Friday. And the best thing is you can listen to them back. So this is podcast episode number 5. So if you've only just discovered us, you've got another 4 to listen to. And then I think what we'll do is over time is that we'll have some like exclusive club that if you've listened to every single podcast, you're part of a group. So I don't know how we're going to facilitate that.
I was about to say, yeah.
But whether it's like a Facebook group and you get like early access or something or whatever. But I'm still looking for a water sponsor. The company I reached out to last week didn't get back to me. So we need a water sponsor. All right. Next one. Beskies from TikTok. I have to look at the phone. TikTok. Want to make a TikTok? We have Lawnhub set as our default homepage at work.
I love that.
Anytime anyone opens Chrome. I love that. Can you send me a video of that? That's wicked. That's so good. And Harry on TikTok. Any Scott Bonner giveaways coming? Not coming just yet, but we are giving something away for the 100th episode or 100th edition of the Weekly Cup. And that's next week. So we have a week to plan something.
What are you giving away?
We'll be giving away something.
Oh.
All right, let me scroll back up. Oh, there's Quinnen again. Does anyone know what I'm making reference to in the comments? Just let me know. Because if you haven't, have I got about 4 hours worth of footage for you to watch?
That's more than 4 hours.
Is it more than 4 hours now? About time to become a man, Quinnen. suggestions on stopping rabbits digging holes in my kite. That's from Simon Sharp on Facebook.
Gun.
And we've been banned from TikTok.
No, if you have a dog, let him go.
Yeah,
I'm sure a dog will deter rabbits from getting on your property.
Yeah, I'm not sure what state you're in, what the legalities are of baiting or trapping.
Yeah, I was going to say baiting, but are you a
and-
farmer?
Yeah, if you've got kids or a dog or cats or obviously they're a noxious pest, so the less of them we have, the better. So that's something to also keep in mind. Sorry, that's just from my trip back from railways.
My phone's still vibrating.
No, I bet it is.
But yes, rabbits, very annoying. They can dig up whatever they want really quickly.
Because believe it or not, they don't just eat carrots. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, we're back. YouTube. J. Nicholas Lads. Going to put Celiprin down this weekend. Normally I water it in straight away. Is it safe for dogs to walk on if I leave it for 24 hours? So the best thing about Celiprin is that it is a non-scheduled poison, meaning that the PPE requirements are far less than that of a scheduled poison. So if you're worried about your dog, then probably try and keep them off the lawn as best as possible. But if they do have to go to the toilet, there's not going to be any major risks. However, if you are concerned, and I'm assuming you're leaving it on the if you're leaving it on the leaf for 24 hours because you've got armyworm, but if you're not wanting to, why would he call you?
Luke, what are you doing?
Yeah. If you're not treating for armyworm and you just want to get it in, just water it in straight away. But it is a non-scheduled poison, so it is one of the more, I don't want to use the word safe, but it's one of the more tolerable insecticides out there.
Well, I wouldn't be waiting for the weekend. Just get it down now.
Yeah, just do it now.
Just do it now.
Get it done. All right, YouTube. All vehicle inspections. Kira, here he is. He said he was going to check us out. Good day, all. Great to meet you this morning over your barbecue. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Mark. Was it Mark? Thank you, Mark. It's good to see him. He had where was he from? It was from the UK. Or was he from Ireland? Because I know that's really offensive. Like when
the accents are completely different.
I know. Like
but they're the same for us.
That's like when you call an Irishman like Northern Irish. Like, anyway.
They're bashing.
We're off topic. Yeah. It's good to see you, Mark. All right. YouTube from Natex Stream. What's the life cycle of Paspalin? Does it go dormant over winter or does it die off? It usually dies off. It's a real warm season grass. So, it usually dies off or, goes into a state of dormancy where it disappears and then it comes back. But, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Someone's touching the love hearts again. Just going to get a smack. Sarah, if you're watching this and he comes home with a black eye. No, we don't do that in this workplace. It's my old workplace. All right. Chris. Hanghofferer off YouTube. Adam. When are you going to roll out the soil testing sample? It would be great to... Okay, Chris. All right. I just want to provide a bit of background. So it was literally ready to go. And then and then what happened was I ran a test. And it got lost. So then I had to download a new app on our software and now it works. But the issue is, if there's a trouble with that email, the reply email doesn't come back to us. So I've had to download another app, this is a paid app, and I'm just working through. So I'm so sorry. the whole template, the sheet, everything's ready to go. We've even worked out how to, because, all right, I'm just going to read it. I'll read it. It'll probably be easier. Where's your Shopify? All right. So if I go to soil test, because you can't find it on the website at the moment, it's hidden. So you can't see it. But basically, what will happen is you'll purchase the soil test, and then you'll receive an email with a downloadable set of instructions. Now, in that instructions, there are required steps. So this will include things like just to confirm your name, your email address, and the site that you're testing. Once we confirm that, we collate that data and we create, as part of the payment of the soil test, you'll get a free shipping label. Sorry, you've already paid for it. It's all inclusive. So there's no extra cost. So we'll send you a shipping label. You collect your 500 grams or 2 cups of soil. You put it in a bag, and then using an envelope or a box that you have around the house, put it in there, you put the label on it, and you drop it into Australia Post box. Then what happens is it goes off to the lab, does all its testing, then the results get sent back to myself. I'll analyze the data, and then I'll write recommendations, and then you get all that information sent to you from us. It sounds seamless in practice, but when we tested it, the instruction downloadable email went missing. So I suspect by Monday afternoon, I'll do a post, and I'll do a discount there.
Bang.
I'll do a discount because it's taken so long. All right? Okay. Cool. That was a great question, Chris. Instagram. Oh, here we go. So Shayna Mania got back to us. So back to my dog Piss Lawn. It's very patchy, yellow spots. It's down the side of the house. No trees or any foot traffic, only the dog. Yeah, in that case then, Clint with a watering can in one of the videos on our YouTube.
20 to 30 mils of roots.
Yeah, 20 to 30 mils of roots in a 9-litre watering can, and just try and revive those areas as best you can. And Roots and Shoots is also a stress reliever. So it's going to help, whilst it's also promoting root and shoot development, it's also helping relieve a bit of stress from the dog piss. All right. God, there's so many. We love it. YouTube, Jack Ross. Hi, just wondering about spraying and using products with iron. Do you have any tips to prevent staining or any products to remove iron stains from the concrete? First tip, spray on a calm day. Second tip, use a fan nozzle. Typically, some sprayers come in fan nozzles, some don't. If you do get it, if you do have it, what is it? Spray drift. Wash it off with water immediately. Or there is a product called Iron FX, I think, which is it's a liquid that you put over the affected area, and it's pretty much like Rust Away.
Rust Away.
But it's for iron away.
I guess even an acid wash or something will fix it as well.
But something I know this Iron FX, I think it's called, is turf safe. Obviously,
when the acid wash isn't.
Yeah. So you just have to do some research about that. But yes. Okay. Craig off Instagram. How long after applying NSFW can I use a pre-emergent? Well, I would, if it was me spraying, I'd apply NSFW Friday, let it dry, bada bing, bada boom. Then on Saturday, I'd apply Spartan or Barricade or Onset 10. Facebook, Angus, Spartan doesn't appear to be able to combat the weed black medic. So do you know what pre-emergent would be able to stop it appearing in the warm months? Okay, Angus, great question. So medic or black medic or burr medic can be very invasive due to its taproot capabilities. Not saying that they all do, but some of them do. And taproot is that big, long, tubular root, bit like a potato. I think they're. Anyway, off topic, got lots of questions. So Spartan and Barricade the same product in regards of the active ingredient, which is prodiamine. Now, what prodiamine does is, all right, say, I'll look down the lens here. Say this is the soil. So this is where the grass is, all right? That's where the soil starts. About 3 centimeters or 30 mil, that's where the pre-emergent barrier lays. So anything within that area there gets caught in the pre-emergent barrier. Now, what it does is, what prodiamine does is it allows the seed to germinate, but then what it does is it attacks the cells of the seed, not allowing it to photosynthesize and turn into a weed. Now, what happens with things with taproots, say like an onion weed and soursop, is they start below the pre-emergent line. So that's how they're able to get through, because their seed and their cell production is down here, and that's how they're able to push through. The reason why, and I don't know how it only does the top 30 mil. I have no idea how it does that. That's way out of my league. But I suppose the reason why you don't have a deeper pre-emergent is because, just say you had a pre-emergent down, what's that, 100 mil? You need to make sure that your roots of the lawn are deeper than 100 mil, because 30 mil is relatively safe for lawn. Like, you'd hope that your roots are at least, well, you want your roots as deep as possible, but, you know, for this argument's sake, if your roots are at 40 mil, perfect. But if you had 100 mil, and just say there was a pre-emergent that did 100 mil, which I'm sure there is in a crop setting, but not turf registered. But if you have 100 mil, right, and your lawn is only to here, you'll get root pruning effect, which basically means that the roots of the plant will shrivel up and your lawn will die. So to answer your question, is I'm not sure, unless the medic gets caught in this pre-emergent barrier, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to prevent it unless you, first sign of seeing it, you just pull it out so it's not able to reproduce and drop its seeds, and then all hell breaks loose. But if you applied a pre-emergent and you still got it this season, that's where it starts to become difficult. But the other thing to combat weeds as well is by having a real healthy, tight-knit lawn as well. Don't allow the weeds to come up, smother it. So weeds, if you allow weeds to photosynthesize, which going back to school is when the sun hits the plant. That's the easiest way. So if you don't let the sun hit the plant, you'll choke it out. All right. I hope that answers your question, Angus. And I hope I didn't get too nerdy. Facebook, Kieran Mason. My back lawn is patchy. AF? What do you...
AF.
You clicked it. What do you recommend? It's Kaiku, no trees. I'm in New South Wales. Oh, Joe, I was going to give that one to you. You have a mic on? Yeah, we need to take the mic off when we go to the toilet. We found out last week on TikTok. Want to make a TikTok? That, our passing of going to the toilet was recorded. So, bit of backstage information. Anyway, we've got so many questions. Let's keep going. All right. Okay, so Kieran, I'd look at the Lawn Builder Pack. Perfect for this situation. So what it's going to do, you get Trojan, BBW, apply them together, and then you also get Roots and Shoots, which I've discussed before is really good at promoting root and shoot development as well as relieving stress. But Trojan's going to push majority of that recovery and growth in the first initial stage. And then BBW is a wetting agent that is going to help retain moisture in the soil and make the most out of your watering. It's going to help distribute water evenly. Facebook, Shan Evans. I've seen that person comment a lot. Thank you so much. I'm getting a few white moss flying out of the lawn when I'm mowing. Is this a concern? If so, how to control? No, it's not a concern. The real trouble with spraying those white moths or those little bugs that come out when you're mowing the lawn is unless you spray them with contact. So what I mean by that is if the moths aren't there or the bugs aren't there and you spray, useless. You need to be able to have contact spray on the bugs or the moths. So for me, they're annoying. They get in your ears and your eyes sometimes, but they're nothing to be too concerned about. YouTube, Lee Cox. G'day all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Lee. What is your thought on mulching over bagging when you're mowing? Look, I'm not against it. Clint hates it. Dan Caddy from the Green and Gold Life, who we had on 2 weeks ago, he loves mulch mowing. There are pros and cons of each style of mowing, but to me, I don't mind it. It's personal preference. Brenton from YouTube. Hi from Gawler. Brendan, sorry, from YouTube. Hello, Brendan. How was that, Jai? Better? All right. Scott Taylor, Facebook. What do we treat crow's foot grass with? I'm located in southeast Queensland, have half an acre of cooch. Beautiful. Cooch is so much easier to use products when you have cooch, a lot more tolerable. Something containing the active DSMA, which is in some cases a Schedule 7 poison, which is high. Hang on. Let me get this right. Schedule 7 poison, which you need a chem license to spray. Dangerous poison. If you're looking for a Schedule 5 or 6 product containing DSMA, there is David Gray's crabgrass and clover killer. But on half an acre, that
Gets hard.
That gets hard because the chemical you want to be using is a dangerous chemical, dangerous poison, Schedule 7. But yeah, hopefully that's helped. Christian Price on Facebook. Can soil ever be that dead that there is no way of fixing it? My mate is about to blow $5,000 on excavation new soil. I'm trying to talk him out of it. Christian Price. Literally, I spoke about this today at the Railways barbecue. So now I'm probably going to get some of this mixed up, but basically, yes, you can, because there's only so much nutrients in the soil, and that's why it's important when crops are when crops are done, they're re-tilled, and usually that organic matter that's left on top of the crop. So just say, for example, you're harvesting lucerne or hay, right? They don't take the full plant because it's impossible, right, to make the bales of hay, right? So then what's happened is that green material, say 3 inches, is left there, and then it's tilled back in the soil, and then that breaks down as organic matter and it starts the whole cycle again. There's only so much nutrients available in the soil that basically, unless you're doing things to practices in place to rejuvenate the soil, then yes, you can have it that its point there's no way of fixing it. But there are ways of fixing it. It just takes time. Now, my soil, for example, at my place, so this is sort of answer 2 to this question. The soil at my place is garbage, absolute garbage, to the point where I literally rang Luke from Railways and said, how much for 16 tonne of sandy loam?
16 tonne.
Yeah, I was going to dig out 300 mil.
Wait, for your front?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
300 mil I was going to dig out. But I bought a caravan, so my hobby has then just changed slightly. So because my soil is shit, all right? It is shit. So you can have a thing called shit soil too, like where it's really bad, it's really clay, it's binded up, it's compacted, it's crap. But yeah, look, I'm all for digging it out and putting a quality soil back in. Because I almost pulled the trigger on it. I don't even know if Angel knows that. Angel's my partner. All right. Jake Vilkins of Facebook. Hey, legends. I've got almost 2 acres of kikuyu and can't get it consistent. Some of the front is so thick and thatchy and others are dead and dry. Most is irrigated and it's mowed with a ride-on cylinder mower set at 20 mil. Also, what would I apply before cool season kicks in to keep my grass looking so bad? You could come and do a reno at my place. It will make great content located Warrigal, Victoria.
That's a long way to go.
Is it? I don't know where Warrigal is. Terrible. Look, Jake, it could be compaction in those areas caused over time. So something like a core aeration can help relieve compaction, which helps promote root growth. And I know we go on about it a lot and all that sort of stuff, but it's important that we still say it because it is useful information. So on 2 acres, 100%, the most cost-effective way would be to hire a corer and core the whole lawn, then using a wetting agent and a kelp-based product, so like wet and roots and shoots. That's going to be your most cost-effective way of doing it. And then heading into winter, the W word, sorry, look at using premature for the reasons I spoke about before. It's a bit lower in nitrogen, higher in potassium and higher in iron, and we see the curve of colour change a lot longer. Hopefully that helps. Facebook, Melbourne Grass Cutter. Afternoon, guys and gals. Melbourne Grass Cutter. I've seen them a lot recently. Very active.
They're always sending messages and liking stuff.
Do they buy Lawnhub stuff?
Let us know if you do.
Yeah, let us know. Otherwise, because you're very active, we can sort you out. Hey, Christian Price. Big Les. Got it. So, yes, Big Les show. If you've got
Winton.
Yeah, if you've got about 6 or 7 hours of time free, look it up on YouTube. Or don't. It's completely up to you. But okay. YouTube, Chaos Within 27. Love the big Les reference. Just finished applying Trojan literally an hour ago, watering it now. I think I've watched about 1,000 hours of the Big Les show and others. You would fit in well in this workplace, then, is all we'll say. Oh, goodness.
Naughty.
Facebook, Matt Worth. Hey, guys, is it okay to use NSFW during the cooler months as it's not growing season? Yes, you can, because NSFW can be applied to actively growing weeds 365 days a year, providing the weather is not over 30 degrees and providing there's no frost about. Hopefully that helps. All in vehicle inspections. It was Mark, and yes, British but Aussie for 15 years. Beautiful. TikTok. Dino F streams. Would you fight Harry Potter for $6,000? Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die. Yeah, I'd fight him for $6,000.
$6,000.
What?
I'd do it for
He doesn't have the elder one. He snapped it. So my wand strength would be the same wand strength as his.
Yeah, it's a purple wand.
He's got a purple wand. Dylan has to leave at 1:30, by the way. Do you?
1:30?
Oh, you do? Yes. Kira, will you be all right? Because there's so many questions.
We have to call in Luke.
Yeah. We love you, Luke. Yes, I forgot about the MLSA. They have putt-putt, right?
They have putt-putt. That's cool.
What's not Big Swing? That's the thing at Drum Golf. What's the putt-putt place there at Regency called?
Yeah, I know.
What's it called, Jai?
I don't know.
I need water. A lot of our day consists of memes.
Well, no, sorry. Adam's days.
Yeah.
Consists of memes.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. It's fun.
Kira made me a soundboard with all the sayings in the office.
You should get a Big Les one.
Yeah, we should, eh?
Don't. Just don't bring it here, please.
The things I want to say, I can't say live because I might get in trouble. Oh my God, my phone's gone off. All right. Brendan338 from YouTube. I'm planning on using a turf cutter to remove buffalo. Will it be getting deep enough to not have the buff come back? More than likely.
Just reno it.
Yeah, more than likely. If you use the turf cutter, All right. And this is something that's a lot of people don't know. If you're using a turf cutter, right, and just say, I don't know, just for argument's sake, you cut out 10 square meters. So, 10 square meters. So what's that? 5 by 2, 5 meters by 2 meters. That's 10 square meters. You can use something like Weed Pro, which is glyphosate, and spray over that dirt area if you're concerned, because glyphosate is non-residual in the soil. So what that means is once it's sprayed and dried, it's only going to kill what it comes in contact with, then it's fine. You can literally, and I did this, you can literally spray glyphosate, wait for it to dry, then put soil on top and plant a lawn.
Yeah, see, I did not know that.
Didn't you?
No, I thought you had to wait a couple of weeks for it to, wash away.
If you want it to, if you want it to like kill everything that's there.
Of course, yeah.
It's non-residual. There you go, Johnny.
You live in your land. All right,
You
I can go home now.
Yeah, you can learn something new every day.
That's it, I do.
All right, Anastasia from TikTok. Hey, Anna. It's not your Anna, by the way.
Oh.
My back lawn is cactus because of the 45-degree weather. Help. Jesus. That's hot.
Is there a photo?
Yeah.
No photo.
Do you have access? Okay. So this is how my brain works. 45 degrees, you're in somewhere.
WA.
Yeah, somewhere in WA, which is central to something like one of the how many deserts we got in Australia? 8?
Just one, Western Australia.
Yeah.
Where's the button?
There you go. Better late than never.
You guys have consistent weather of 45 and above.
Yeah. Look, wetting agents, liquid kelp, and water. So wet, roots and shoots.
If it's compact,
water.
core aeration.
Yeah, core aeration.
Oh, dead. Returf. No. Maybe if you can send me some photos.
Yeah, send Jai a photo at jai.warner@lawnhub.com.au. Now, Anna, and for people listening at home, on the toilet, at work,
Or at WA.
or in WA, where it's still, I think it's just Christmas Day in WA, isn't it?
Still 45, that's for sure. There is some good looking lawns I've seen in WA.
But believe it or not, warm season grass can also go dormant in summer. Just keep that in mind. So it may not be 100% dead. It just might be in shutdown mode, like the
It's
Windows
just not
laptop.
coping.
Yeah, it just might not be coping. So that's something else to consider. But yeah, send an email through to Jai with as many photos, information, what your water source is, your sprinkler system, whatever you've got, as much information, and we can tailor something for you.
And just flood the area.
Yeah. YouTube, VL Turbo. Hey, love the Friday podcast. When are you guys restocking the Lawnhub caps?
Yes, we need to discuss that.
Yes, we need to discuss that. If there's an embroiderer in Adelaide that doesn't want to charge an absolute, and I mean, like for a little, like,
I've got 288 caps to do.
Ready to go.
Let me know.
but we're not going to pay through the roof for them. Okay. Oh my God, this is so good.
Can you smell that barbecue? So I prepare a barbecue most Fridays. Today I've missed out and I paid for it. Why the scrunt? That's not fair. I can smell chili Granskys.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this name, and I'm so sorry because I'm going to absolutely butcher it. Vasily Carvelis.
Say again.
Vasilio Carvelis. That's the best I'm going to be able to do for that one. I've seeded about 3 months ago in some areas of my lawn. I have green moss in patches that the seed hasn't germinated. Is this a problem, and how do I fix this? My seed is cooch.
I know that guy. He was on the Instagram and he was FaceTiming us and I answered it and he's like, someone answered.
No way. That's
Yeah.
wicked. Moss usually only comes up for one reason, and that's moisture. And that's 2 reasons, Adam. Moss and shade. So
Money shot.
Money shot is probably the quickest and cheapest. Yeah, but if the C doesn't come up yet, is it? Do you have decent coverage?
Yeah, he has. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said to him, just let the cooch do its thing.
Yeah,
because there was heaps of rye in there as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Just give it time. It's been 3 months. So
yeah, Vasilo, if you've got any further questions, you can always feel free to comment or reach out to young Jai here as well.
yeah,
YouTube.
Just FaceTime us.
Yeah. Craig McCall, 3-way, say it can be used in between Trojan application. Is that meaning it should be apply within 12 weeks of Trojan, or should I alternate? Egg, use Trojan, wait 12 weeks, and then apply 3-way? No. So
28 days.
Yeah. So apply Trojan and then 4 weeks later use 3-way and then keep following that. So you can apply 3-way every probably 4 to 8 weeks. If you want to meet in the middle, you go Trojan, 6 weeks later, 3-way, Trojan, 3-way, so on and so forth. TikTok, Kitty. Hello, Kitty. Holy, this is like watching paint dry. Thanks, Kitty. Thank you for watching.
Was that on TikTok?
That is on TikTok. Kitty should come on as a guest.
Which paint?
Yeah,
is dry?
because that paint's dry already. Kitty. Yeah.
Dry.
Nah, thanks, Kitty, for commenting. Boost up the algorithm. Thank you.
Good work.
Make sure you get on Spotify and give us a 5-star. All right. Brenton on TikTok. Your wand is smaller.
No.
That's all I'm saying there. TikTok, Johnny. Jesus Christ is our God and Savior. He loves you. Repent before it's too late.
Wait, what? What was that? Okay.
Is that a verse from the Bible? Yeah. No?
Those 3 TikTok comments were so just like left field.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Boost the algorithms.
Yeah. I'm just what is it? Atheist. That's all.
Move on.
Okay. TikTok. Top bloke. How you going, top bloke? I actually saw top bloke comment on TikTok the other day. Lawnhub. Wow. Hey, mate. Hey, how you going? Where are you watching from, top bloke? Let us know. YouTube. Craig McCowgrill. Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah. No worries, Craig. That was about the Trojan and 3-way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dylan, it's 1:30.
Yeah, Dylan, 1:31, mate. You're going to be late.
I don't even have another question for you guys.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
Well, Kira needs to pick comment. Burmo. All right.
Burmo.
So, okay, that. Did you write down the criteria before? Okay, cool, because I forgot. Okay, so.
Posted damaged lawn photo from farming where
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have?
one's really bad.
Okay. Awesome. I love it.
And then it was go comment on our latest YouTube video of Bruce.
That's right. Okay.
Comment roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope yeah, that Kitty. What a name.
Paint dry.
It's a bit harsh. Could be worse, I suppose.
What would be worse?
Watching Port Adelaide win a grand final.
No, they just win the mid-season cup,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
And straight
Go
sets.
out in straight sets. Port Adelaide, for those Easterners, is one of the AFL teams here in Adelaide. The one
that wears the Collingwood Guernsey.
yeah,
for
the
some
one that
reason.
wears the Collingwood Guernsey
Yeah.
for some reason. Yeah.
They've got tarps. Like,
Yeah.
A bit silly, but.
Okay. I'm not being rude. I'm literally looking. Oh, jeepers.
Are you looking through the photos?
Jack Ross lawn grubs. I don't think that's just a block.
Yes, that's just dirt.
How
many photos?
Here we go. Rob Johns. He replied on about mealybugs.
Oh, yeah. Was that right?
Oh, he's just like, you can see how it's starting to wilt in the bottom.
It's
there.
just struggling.
Yeah, I'd get some bifenthrin on that, Rob. But the Armorworm Battle Pack is going to Josh Groth.
Let's have a look. It's not the worst I've seen.
It's not the worst.
Yeah, I've seen some shockers this week.
Yeah. The trampoline lives down the side of the house there. You can see the.
Oh, yep.
But that'll help get you on the way.
And it'll be well suited for your backyard.
Absolutely. Perfect size for it. So now for the Apple AirPods. It was on YouTube, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the YouTube one?
Yes.
Yes. So on the calibration video. Beautiful. All right. Oh, here we go.
Decisions.
Oh, they're down here. All right. So what I'm going to do, right? So just for
people's sake.
Transparency.
It's around the wrong way.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8,
9, 10, 11. 11. Now I'm going to ask Siri to pick me a random number between 1 and 11. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 11.
That would be 5.
That would be 5. So number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reese Harrison, YM7NX. Congratulations, you've won yourself a set of AirPods. Send me an email at adam@lawnhub.com.au and I can organise delivery for that.
I'll organise the delivery.
Which I'll then delegate to Jai.
Good
Now,
work.
if anyone's got any last minute questions, we'll still hang around for about 5 minutes or so. But Johnny, what's going on for you this weekend?
This weekend?
Yeah.
Got no idea, actually.
No?
Just relax.
You don't have to work Saturdays anymore, mate.
Nah. Funny that.
Yes. But Saturdays was only half day, right? 6 till 6. It's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah. Sometimes longer. More than a half a day.
That was one of my classic comments to customers. Yeah, only half day today. Oh, you knock off early? No. 6 till 6.
Like what? That's longer than a full day. Oh, no, just half a day. No, not much really. What about yourself? Golf. Saturday.
Got golf tomorrow. I'll tell you what, got monthly medal tomorrow. If I don't play well, there's going to be a set of Mizuno irons up for sale.
Well, I'm sure I'll hear about it Monday.
Yeah. Or
read about it on the news.
Yeah, read about it on the news. Nicholas on Instagram, will Money Shot promote the growth of buffalo? Have added too much PGR by the looks of it, and its lawn has barely grown in 2 to 3 months. Also overwater, but doesn't seem to be helping. Thanks, guys. So, Nick, over application of PGR will suppress the growth of anything that it gets applied to. So, unfortunately,
What did you say? It was longer than a month.
2 to 3 months. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you're just gonna have to wait for the PGR effects to
And then it'll grow like crazy.
then it will grow. Yeah, you just have to wait, unfortunately. But continue your normal fertilizer program. So whether that's Trojan or liquids or whatever, just keep doing that, and you'll find eventually that it'll come out of regulation. Yeah, that's probably the quickest and easiest way to answer that question. But well done, Jai.
It's a long amount of time though, not mowing a lawn.
Well, he didn't say he didn't mow it for that long, so
Oh.
it's barely grown.
Oh, barely grown.
Yeah. Mate, you went to Trinity. You're supposed to have better education.
Sure, dude.
Anything else coming through, Kira? No. Well,
I'm
well
gonna
done,
go
Jai.
have something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Can you smell that?
can you smell it?
Can I'm not gonna. You can't. You
Can you
can't.
bless me money wise?
You can't.
You can't. But yeah, if that's it, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm going to do all the shameful stuff at the end here. So if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars. Actually, here we go. I'm going to do a competition. This is how competitions get done in our business. So someone thinks of an idea and we do it. All right. Now, this is going to be open from today until next Friday of the next podcast. If you listen to us on Spotify, I don't use Spotify. So, Kira, do you use Spotify?
I do.
Oh, you use, so you can.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? Don't you like it?
Just, I get Apple Music as part of my plan. Now, you can rate on Spotify, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Back in it. All right. If you're listening to us on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, screenshot it and send it to adam@lawnhub.com.au. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars, take a screenshot, send it to me at adam@lawnhub.com.au. I will then put those photos together in some random name picker and I'll select the winner. What are we going to give away, Jai? 3, 2, 1.
Lawn builder pack.
Nah. We're going to give away a ultimate spray pack worth $169.
No.
Yes. And if you're on any of the other platforms where you find us, just, make sure you share, comment, get the algorithm going so we can get this podcast in front of more ears and eyes. So the more awareness that we can talk about, the more tips. It's completely free. That's about it. Cue
Hope
the
you
music.
enjoyed.
Cue the music. The outro music. There we go. All right. Until next week. I'll see you then.